water shapers aiding the Principe, bringing in cargo with all the grace of drunk oxen. I have never seen a more undignified use of our talent. Have we all honed Ngati's talent for drudgery? We can discuss my emotional state later. This display has me sickened to my core. The prince will want to know of this, but I am wondering if the crown needs to know the truth about Delver's Row at all. This warren brings business and trade through the gullet. Without it, the Roparu would be destitute. Hekara, let us hope that the prince is as keen as his sister. If we want to save this place, we had better leave before taking too many chances. Our presence will not be kindly met. Captain, a word? You came to the Deadfire for your own reasons. The problems of others, they must be noisy obstacles by comparison. We both know the burden of being looked to as a source of hope. What say? Oh no? You have not been the savior of an archipelago as long as some of us. Ikera, just so. All the powers of the Deadfire have their eyes on the Watcher of Cadnua. Tell me, is the Watcher watching anyone? To be between lovers is a terrible thing, unless one is physically between them, I say. Captain, I would speak plainly. Are you as excited by the possible? What I mean is, if we were to... If such things interest you, my last haphazard coupling was not so long ago. In Nekataka, in fact. Ikera, I am the hope and destiny of my people. My heart is full of stories. She was a godlike, one of Amira's brood. Her hair is neat and orderly as a raven's wing. We found each other in the market and made ourselves comfortable behind a fishmonger's stall. She left me this as a keepsake. I never knew her name. Now I do not have to suffer the pangs of forgetting it. Most desperately. But I do not cage love or force it to be anything but itself. A bird fluttered away. She was not mine to keep. Well, it helps when both parties are beautiful, full of desire, and have no afternoon plans. I was expected at the guild hall, but one must have their priorities. As you say, Captain. I do not want you to misunderstand. I am a sea anemone, hungry and eager to close around stimulation. I would draw you in with care, with patience. Ikera, then may we put up a merry chase for each other. We could blunt our teeth on more idle chatter, but I cherish the suspense. Come.
I want better for him than you.
Hold it right there, mate. State your business. I mean it. Spill your guts or spill your blood. If you've come to see Mad Morena, God shield your soul. Far be it from me to be stopping your march into death. Captain's there, and she's in a fit of a mood, so step lightly, aye?
And who, or what, do we have here? We're all stocked up on silverfin, but this fish is a unique catch.
And I can bite deeper than you might imagine. Are you the one responsible for tricking the water shapers into serving your petty errands?
Well, I see it. You've got two options. You can tell me who sent you, or I can feed you the shaft of my gun. What for? I've already got an emissary. Speak up, Swabby, and be quick about it. My knife arm's twitching. So, when I fancies you the new Ulug, eh? And you had nothing to do with it, then I need to know how it happened. Guess that's the way of it sometimes, but it's not what I would have hoped for. Ulug wasn't any ruffler. He didn't deserve that. Everyone in the gullet knows Ulug's my man. Everyone except the Mutaru. Gotta be them what got him. And though it pains me to say it, if the Mutaru are biting for blood, it's best if I back off. I can't be feeding the Raparu right under their noses. Leave the secrecy to me. What you need to prove is that you can be trusted well enough. Say I happen to have a fella wanting for a full shipment of crude luminous Ardra, but I have no Ardra to sell. Loot me no less than 6 crates, and I'll be, let's say, better inclined to do you a favor. If you're a particularly daring sort, you might snatch it from under their noses. Them Valian trading princocks have a stockpile of it in their mill in Queen's Berth. Otherwise, you could raid them in shallow waters as they ship it in. Now, if that doesn't tickle your fancy, there is one other that tickles mine. Ply me with enough coin to hire fresh hands, bribe a few officials, enjoy a taste of flesh, and I'm yours. Oh, I guess 30,000 copper ought to cover it.
Ernezzo has not seen you before. You must be new. New or very good at disguises. Another young water mage. Come, see Ernezzo's wares. You must spend that extra coin on something.
Forgive me. Do we know each other?
Così, it seems not. The mistake is mine. But how did you hear about this place? Wait, no. Do not tell me. Sometimes it is better not to know. There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly. Eh? I hope you are not ill. But never mind. If the Mataru come asking, I will not tell. But Drowner's lung is very serious, very deadly. The cure is not cheap, but how can one put a price on good health? If the price seems high, there is a certain little favor you could do for me instead. Just mind that you keep this between us. You have a reputation for being too candid. There is a certain merchant here who needs to not be here. Then why do you haunt Delver's Row, huh? What do you think we do down here? Old tea parties for the rats?
That's the kind of thing somebody says when they don't want you to know that's exactly what they're doing.
This merchant runs a shop at the end of the street. People know it as the Spindleman. If you get rid of it, then I will give you the medicine.
Hold on, not so fast. Do they call him that because he carries a spindle, or because he's got spindly legs?
Merle, it is a dangerous pest. When it dug its lair, it did not even ask permission of their... of the boss.
The bark beetle makes no appeals to the sparrow, I say.
It is a Vithrak. They say it is a mind reader. We in Delves Row are simple folk, quiet folk. It does not do to have a mind reader nosing among us. You understand me, yes? Of course. Only do not tell anyone where you got them.
I know who you are. I make it my bag to keep my eyes on the new fish that end up in the gullet. Rats round here been whispering about you. I'm guessing you're looking to buy some art, yeah? Sorry, Bilger. I work alone. Depends on the craftsmanship required. We don't know each other, so let's keep our dealings within the gullet, yeah? Keep your rotten ass away from me, Langer. You want to talk to a Valian that goes by Ernetzo. He runs a shop down the street, here in the row. Don't tell him I sent you. And don't say I never did you any favors.
What is this Kith creature?
All right, I'll go first. Is it true some of your kind are covered in soft fur that feels good to pet?
What secrets does it bring?
Let us see. Let us see.
Keep your weather eye open, Cap. A fort probing ain't much to worry over, but I'll be a two-headed ogre if that's the only trick up them silk sleeves.
No prize secrets in this one. Not like the others with the water sense. Their minds carry secrets of a damp cave, a hateful glare beneath a stagnant pool, a dead woman's regret.
Gibberish. The floating spider had best explain itself.
Kith hoard many secrets. The best ones they bury deep in their cities, behind mighty walls. But what secrets fill your mind? The language of tongues is a dull, tedious thing. Why ask when you can see for yourself? A watcher, the deerwood, the untamed wilds of the living lands. A death, a life, a wide sea stirred by storms and pirates and... a wonderful secret.
I don't trust this creature. At all.
We dig. There are many minds here with many secrets, many depths with even more.
A city under a city.
Another in the ruins.
It teems with young secrets, rivalries and betrayals. We seek the older secrets, buried deeper and carved on weathered stone.
His is a small mind, with small concerns. What do you care for him?
What is your business with the cellar, woman? Yes, we saw it as the medicine you desire, so we will tell you a secret. There is a hidden entrance to her storeroom. Follow the wooden catwalk east of her shop. This is where she moves supplies in secret for Dario. We want to see you betray Ernesto with her own secret. Take the medicine you desire. If you also exterminate her, then we can sell you special things at special prices. Though the other cellar women and cellar men might think angry thoughts of you then.
Need something? That could save an awful lot of sick people. That's the stuff, all right. Thank you. That's from me and from the children of the Dawn Stars. If you'll excuse me, I better start treating the sickest ones.
You've caught the eye of someone important. If you're interested in making good pay and a good friend, head to the narrows at the western end of the gullet. Once you reach the alleys, go right and right again as soon as you can. Then, follow the bend to the left. The bullies guarding the door have a weakness for chewing Svev. You can follow their trail. Tell them Dario sent for you. And remember your manners.
Halt. What is your business at the Brass Citadel? You're the Watcher. The one who nearly caused a riot in Queensbirth. The Grand Secretary Atsura wants to meet you. His office is on the lower level of Imperial Command. Up the stairs. Once you're inside, go downstairs through the room on the right. Hazanui Karu is the ultimate authority in the Brass Citadel. But she must endure the sops at the palace. When she returns, I'm sure she will grant you an audience. For now, Atsura Nui speaks with her voice.
Looking for a pistol or an arquebus? Rawatai makes the finest guns in Aora, and I make the finest guns in Rawatai. Craftsmanship. If you ask my superiors at Imperial Command, they'll tell you our main exports are saltpeter and metal. Those are just things. They're prized because of what we do with them. Rawatayan industry is about discipline, precision, mastery of a careful art. Those qualities guide all that we build.
Beat it. I don't have time to chit-chat. Not a chance, amico. Fascina sent you, didn't she? Postenago, just for these? Soft as down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them. Should have guessed these were bad luck. Well, it's too late to go making smart decisions, isn't it? Here he comes, and I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my debt, I'm a dead man.
So, Berteno, you hired a mercenary, or else a negotiator. That coin should have gone toward your debt to me.
Huh? No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back. I
like dealing with people of substance. This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary. Indentured servitude. I trust this is a more honest and respectable alternative than any pursuit he would take on his own terms.
Be calling it whatsoever you like, Captain Cogswallow. But your honest and respectable slavery be slavery all the same.
Your toy pirate speaks out of turn. I would teach him a lesson if I were you, Captain. Do I? One can be adherent to the tenets of maritime law, and still be seen as a monster. I salute you for your courage, but I ask you to reconsider your position. Cowards! There will be a reckoning, for I know each one of your faces. You must care a great deal for this insufferable little worm to stake your purse on his freedom. 400 pyres are what Berteno owes, and I will accept that sum to have this sorry business concluded. Then our business is concluded.
I can't believe I'm finally out of debt. For the first time in my life, I'm free. Not anymore, I'm not. Here, catch. It's a new Berteno all the way. Pirate Berteno doesn't get himself in anyone's debt.
Come to gawk, too. My punishment's over, you know. I shouldn't take my anger out on you. It's not your fault I punched my captain. Though maybe he shouldn't have insulted my aim. Like I don't know the difference between a smooth and rifled bore. I'm not reporting back to Wakoyo, that's for sure. I crewed on mercenary ships before this. Come to think of it, that suited me better. Still a scramble-root at heart, I guess. But I'm plenty experienced. Maybe I'll see if anyone's looking for an expert cannoneer. Don't take this the wrong way, but I only crew with captains I know. Either personally or by reputation. I'm sure you're capable. But I don't know enough about you. Yet. Let's talk again when you've made a name for yourself.
Clear skies, my friend. The boats of our decorated armada have orders which spread them thinly across the archipelago. Rawatai finds itself in need of a privateer. Your ship, unmoored from Deadfire politics, is an asset I would grasp with both hands. An arrangement can help us both. You will empty the seas of competition in exchange for profit. An official reckoning is drafted to account for every cannonball shot in the name of Rawatai. Our paperwork is most thorough. For every ship sunk, there is a legal justification. Our enemies will know the war is started on the day we fail to turn in our paperwork. A Scylla wave skipper is your first target. A pirate shirking any pretense of lawful conduct in the open seas. Most excellent. A Scylla commands the Voyager River Dragon, which pesters a group of islands to the southwest of Port Mage.
If this is about the Hazatoa tournament, I've got nothing to do with that, all right? I just serve the drinks. Some of the soldiers and sailors get to making unwise bets when they play. Like I said, I keep out of it. None of the regulars are looking for new opponents, though, if that's what you're asking. All the better for you, trust me. They always pay on time. They're run by the Ranganui, so they should, right? Also, I'm from a town near Tekoa. Rautai's full of all kinds of kith, not just Amawa. But the Amawa have a long history at sea. They make up a lot of sailors and soldiers, including most of the ones that ended up here. Sorry, I'm really only supposed to sell to captains working for the Royal Deadfire Company.
All this trouble over a tablet of fucking stone. If my company's standing wasn't on the line, I would have written this one off as a loss already. I heard tell of Ephron, a thief with a penchant for making house calls. Word has it that Ephron made his way inside of Archimir's manor and later died. Now his soul is bound to the fortune-telling machine in the dark cupboard. Strange fate. I help finance expeditions around the Isles, which often means keeping an ear to the ground. Not very romantic from behind a desk, but Rauatai's campaign could use the extra coin. It's a handsome piece of rock, which some call valuable. I won't dispute that point if the value goes to Rauatai. I suppose it's no secret that we're after more than some arbitrary cultural touchstone. We're looking for a route to Ukaizo. It stands to reason that ancient lore would be a key to finding the place. Archimir is a magical savant and a recluse. That makes for a very dangerous combination. He relies on imps and ironclad constructs to maintain the estate. When you've lived as long as Archimir, I suppose trust becomes a problem. Fine by me. I'm looking forward to the day when the Harappo epic is someone else's concern. All of her pretenses of cultural pride are a means to an end. Like the rest of the Huana, she isn't above exploiting any advantage if she can profit from it. As you say. When it comes to finding the Lost Island, we can't afford to neglect any lead. The Ranganui seeks to saddle the weather and harness the storm. If there is a place where this can happen, it is Ukaizo. I always forget that part. Say, you're the Watcher of Cadnua, aren't you? I've never met anyone famous before. Except the Hasanui. She yells at me sometimes. Oh, all the time. Where's my white leaf? Stop daydreaming. Support me, if you lose the ledgers again, I'll have you clean the latrines. All this time, I didn't realize she knew my name. It's just, this is my first time away from the rough country. I'd heard there were thick, green forests and sandy beaches without a storm in sight, but I never imagined this. You must have traveled lots, seen all sorts of amazing places. I sure hope to. I'd love Rauatai, but it's hard to go a week without seeing storms, or hearing about mudslides burying a village somewhere. I really wish I could, but my supplies are for the Royal Deadfire Company and our allies. Hasanui's orders. Maybe if you impress her or Atsura, they could make an exception.
Watcher Nui, the Lord of Cadnua. I'm not one for ostentation, but your remarkable display at Queen's birth suggests that you are an individual with skills, not mere style. You are most canny, but I think we can do plenty for each other. Rauatai has long maintained trade interests in the region. While our homeland is rich in saltpeter, the violent climate and rocky soils make it a poor source for most other basic staples. It's my business to look after the mainland's interests here. That is a Valian frivolity. Leave it to them to observe a substance that occurs nowhere else on Aora, and immediately set about pulverizing it for profit. Nothing. We know too little about luminous Adra to understand the consequences of ripping it out. Perhaps you can help me keep them from doing more harm. The demand for luminous Adra has sent the Valian Trading Company into a frenzy. Their expeditions grow too bold, and their officers too greedy. Worse, their rapid expansion attracts pirates and threatens the outlying Huana tribes. This risks souring the Kahanga royals against all foreign involvement. But you can curtail their growth. By snapping up land we need to grow food and build ships for our people? Indeed. But our interests and Deadfire's are not mutually exclusive. The Valians have sent an expedition to Pococahara, a storm-wrecked island believed to house a vein of luminous. I hear you accomplished an incredible feat in restoring the luminous Adra near Port Mage. If your abilities allow you to do that, then perhaps you are also capable of the opposite. Find the luminous Adra at Pococahara. Render it unusable to the Valians. This should encourage them to develop the resources they have, rather than reaching for more. Deeply. But if a small sacrifice here will discourage the Valians from further ventures, then it is a worthwhile risk. Deadfire is a tumultuous place. Consider the value of an ally with ships, cannons, and the backing of a great empire. I do not have the precise location of Pococahara, but the tribe on the nearby island of Tikawara could probably help. I suggest starting there. Now, what else can I do for you? It's a trading post, of course. Anything worth building is worth protecting. How do you mean that? Rawatai is composed of many types, but it's true many here are soldiers and engineers, none of whom are especially diligent about paperwork.
Be welcome. We gather to honor the goddess, for we must earn the strength to endure the darkest of life's battles. Akira, rain and wind is a better teacher than any priest. A fighter accustomed to comfort earns only bruises. Each obstacle is a challenge we must answer. These are whetstones that sharpen us into fine blades. It is an opportunity to learn. What good is a fighter who knows how to defend against a single enemy? If we must one day fight one another, such is Margran's will. Do you believe so? It is not in might alone that Margran holds influence. There is purpose, conviction, achievement. You may honor her in many ways. Follow the path as it climbs the mountain, all the way to the Serpent's Crown. You will see it.
A good day, traveler. I see you've taken an eye to my instruments. If you've any interest in the medical sciences, you need only ask. Well then, questions? I'm a researcher in the medical sciences. And before you ask, no, I don't mean animancy. Neither do I mean magic, nor, gods forbid, necromancy. Medicine. Study of the kith body, its inner workings and such. I've misgivings about magic use. It's useful, I'll grant you that, but it's a crutch. Stunts our scientific development, you understand. Makes me a bit unpopular, as you can no doubt imagine, which is why I've got this arquebus here. A patient of mine died under questionable circumstances. One morning they were fine, and the next they were dead. Someone is trying to discredit my work, I just know it, but they won't succeed. I came here to the archipelago to evade my rival's attempts at sabotage, and there certainly is quite a lot of work in the Deadfire, I must tell you. I've told you of my troubles. I suppose it's the least I can do. Settle in now. I've got a lecture prepared for just this occasion. Of course, it will cost you 3,000 copper. Should you change your mind, you'll find me here.
Tell me, are you someone who walks the path that coin lays out before you? Transmuting actions into payment is the alchemy that orders our world. All things turn on the axis of a coin bond. I pay bounties so that death can bring order to life. Would you help me continue the cycle? If you would forge a coin bond, I know of people on these islands who must die. Their fate is already decided. The coin wishes only to collect. Dugra the Ascetic is wanted for crimes against his monastic order. His people have made a coin bond for his death. The Orlin wanders the wilderness on the island of Crookspur, northwest of Nekataka. Speak freely, I say. I am a paladin of the Gold-Pact Order. Since taking my oath, I have never been absent of work and duty for longer than an afternoon. I also enjoy knitting on occasion.